before I get going, before I leave the internet, I'd like to make one more announcement before I watch my stupid Alt-Shift-X video about episode 3, season 7 of Game of Bones, which is the porn parody, of course. I have an announcement that some people maybe haven't heard. This is kind of important, so stick around for a minute. As of tomorrow, I'm no longer able to stream to both YouTube and Twitch live. This does not affect the Full Sauce channel uploads at all. Don't worry about those. Those are fine. This is live streaming. There are 2,837 people watching this stream on YouTube right now, and I cannot stream on YouTube any longer. And the reason for that is Twitch has an exclusivity clause for partners, which says that you're not allowed to rebroadcast your stream live to any other location. Now, when I spoke to the person at Twitch that I spoke to a while back, I said I was restreaming to YouTube for the sake of people who are having problems watching on Twitch, and so people could get notifications about my streams. And I said that I signed my contract before the exclusivity clause. That is true. However, sometime in 2014, my contract was updated. Mistakes were made. People didn't look into it. And it turns out this whole time I've been under a contract. So a contract where I'm not able to restream to any other place other than Twitch. I do not agree with this decision. I think it's really dumb. And I think that because of YouTube, I've brought plenty of people over to the Twitch chat, that I've brought plenty of subs and revenue into Twitch. I spoke to the dude today who was extremely nice, and it was not his decision whatsoever. And he agrees that me streaming to YouTube as a backup and as a way to bring more audience to Twitch was a good thing. That's not always the case, but in my case, it was a good thing. Unfortunately, it really isn't up to him, and he's going to bring it up to his superiors. But I am unfortunately now completely under contract to not stream to YouTube as well as Twitch. Now, this is only live streams, Full Sauce, unaffected. So what that means is, if you've been watching on YouTube and you cannot view my Twitch stream for whatever reason, if it doesn't work, you should send in a ticket to Twitch so they can be aware of your problem. Whatever's happening, maybe it buffers too much, maybe the player just doesn't work for you. If you want to watch my streams live and you want to continue to watch them live, you have to watch on twitch.tv/Vinesauce. So I will continue streaming as usual every day if I can, with a day off here and there. Expect the same streams. I just can't rebroadcast them to YouTube at the same time. If you were getting your stream notifications from YouTube, unfortunately that's going to stop, which is a shame, and I think it's going to mean a lot of people miss out on my streams. So what you do is go to twitch.tv/Vinesauce, and above the player, above the video player, click on the heart. It says follow. Click that, and then when you do that, there's going to be a little arrow that appears directly next to the heart. Click that and make sure you get notifications. That is the best way to make sure you get notifications about my streams. Conversely, you could always just check in around the time I usually stream, which is, now-ish. Norix is currently working on a Chrome extension that will allow you to it's an app that allows you to get notifications about Vinesauce streamers, myself included. That should be really easy for a lot of people. So expect that real soon. And if you want, you can follow us on Twitter at Vinesauce, and you can find out when we go live through those tweets. Probably the best bet is to double check with Twitch. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people weren't getting email notifications from Twitch. What happened was they were spending a fuckload of bandwidth on sending out emails. So what they did People that weren't using the notifications and clicking them, they turn them off. So what you have to do is make sure you go back in and turn them on. And the way to do that is to click the arrow next to the heart and click turn on email notifications. That way you will get the email. Make sure your email is correct for your Twitch account, and you'll be able to continue following the stream as usual. Like I said, I really genuinely apologize for this inconvenience. Some people don't give a shit. This will not affect you. I understand where you're coming from if you have no interest in this. But for the people that watched on YouTube, which is, I'd say roughly 30%, 25 to 30% of my audience, it's going to suck a little bit. Now, Twitch is offering me some things that might help a little bit on a personal note, but I said, listen, that's not going to help my audience. What can you do for them? And unfortunately, there's not a whole lot. The best they can do is potentially evolve. That's what I was told. Their contract has evolved in the past. It could evolve further in the future. If you want to contact Twitch, if you contact me, there's nothing I can do. If you want to contact Twitch in a respectful and well-written way, it could help. It might not. But that's the only thing you can really do if you're really concerned about this. As for everything else, it's going to remain the same, but just double check and make sure you're following the channel, and that would be great. Twitch global emote. I don't think they're doing that anymore, actually. So, can we tell them about the frog and the scorpion? Sure, do it. Tell them it's in their nature. Will this affect your website? No, you could always follow on Vinesauce.com, and you can, still watch the streams there. This really won't affect too much other than the fact that I multi-stream. So, do you guys have any questions? I'll answer a couple questions. Is this really a big problem? Are a majority of people watching on YouTube having problems on Twitch? Yeah, a couple things. One, I've gotten a lot of emails from people over the years saying that YouTube is a great solution for them because the Twitch player would buffer and they were having problems with it, but yet it worked fine on YouTube. So that was one thing. And I resisted this for a long time. I actually specifically didn't take an extra percentage of sub money because I wanted to continue streaming on YouTube, and I did that for a couple months, even when offered. I resisted this fucking thing, but I couldn't do it any longer, unfortunately. I have no idea what you did this stream. I watched the 0.5 A button press video 3 times. How do you think this will affect your viewer base? Is there anything we can do to help? If you know anyone that isn't getting their notifications and is like, why is Vinesauce not streaming anymore? Just let them know that I'm on Twitch exclusively. As for YouTube, it could affect my numbers. I feel like when I started dual streaming, there was definitely a spike in growth. I know people watched, they discovered the stream through YouTube, through the videos, which, my YouTube channels are fairly active. I feel like that would have been a way to discover that I stream live. It's going to be a little harder for those people to discover things. It could make the growth slow down. I don't do this just for growth. If I don't see growth, I'm not going to lose my shit. There are YouTubers and streamers that started 4 years after I did that got way more popular than me. That doesn't really make me, it doesn't affect me too much. That's not my self-worth as a human being is not tied directly to my follower number or how much money I make by any means. Does it suck if I lose people? Yeah, a little bit. Am I going to lose sleep over it? No. No, I'm really not. So, not a big deal overall. Disappointing. I watch the stream on YouTube when I'm in bed since it's much more convenient to watch there. Yeah, convenience factor is another reason. I apologize for that. Could you make a video that says you're streaming, then take it down after the stream? That is an annoying prospect that I don't think I would want to do because it sounds like shit and extra work, and I don't like that. Upload an I'm live video. Seth Bling does that to great effect with his large YouTube viewer base. Ugh. I'm sure that could help, but sounds like ass. Oh, the quiz. How many button presses does it take to complete Scuttlebug's Scuttle in Mario 64? Can a fan restream your Twitch stream to YouTube and possibly fix the situation? I'd appreciate if no one restreamed my stream to YouTube without asking me first. And at the moment, the answer is no, because I just don't need that to be a thing. So, a few consoles have YouTube on them, so I can watch your stream on the Wii U. Twitch isn't on any gaming consoles as far as I know. It's on a couple. Will you still upload to the Vinesauce YouTube channel? Of course. Try out that new feature where you can post worded posts to YouTube. I don't know about that. Maybe email me. Let me know about that. Make one vid and private it when offline. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it. I don't think I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If there's solutions and you guys have like distinct ideas on how this could be easy and I don't have to like do it, like upload a video every time I go live, or maybe I can just make a text post, that would be cool. And this will not affect Full Sauce uploads. Here's the deal with Full Sauce uploads. There is a clause, excuse me, that says you cannot upload your full streams on Twitch anywhere else for up to 24 hours. Vappy usually takes about a day. So Full Sauce is still going to be updated regularly, but you now have to wait 24 hours. Most of the time, Vappy takes about 24 hours anyway, so this isn't like a huge thing, but that is a part of the contract that we now have to be very careful about. Why? I don't know, is the answer. Am I upset about it? Yeah. Yeah, they know I'm upset. And if there was, trust me, if there is anything else I could do to raise the point that I think this is really unnecessary, considering the amount of growth I've brought to Twitch and have proven to bring to Twitch over the years, trust me, they would know that shit immediately. But in this case, there's nothing I can do about it, and neither is there anything else anyone can do about it. So, is Joel aware of it? I let every one of the other streamers know about this. All right, last question. Anything else? Anything else I can clarify? I considered making a YouTube video about this announcement and how to follow me on Twitch to get the live streams, like, you know, detailed, like instructional. So maybe me and Southbird can collaborate on that. Will this affect other Twitch users that have YouTube streams? Yep. Apparently, if you're partnered on Twitch, this goes for every single partner on Twitch, that you're basically locked into this thing where you can't co-stream and you can't upload up until 24 hours later. So this is not just me. It might be worth telling, if you know any other streamers that do the dual streaming, you might want to tell them or email them or let them know, because it's a real thing. Affiliates as well, apparently. So are you still streaming on YouTube? Right now I am, but I won't be after tonight. This is the last night I'm going to do this. If you don't mind me asking, will this affect your pay? I don't mind you asking. The answer in the short term is no, because Twitch bumped me up on the subs, which is great. And thank you, Twitch, for that. But at the same time, if, you know, growth and people don't know that I'm streaming and there's no growth, it could affect it in the long run. But I'm doing fine. Don't worry about me. Thank you for asking. I'm okay. It's like I said, as long as I have enough to pay my fucking bills and to eat some food, I'm good. But I should be all right. So I guess that's about it. I think that's about it. I want to thank you again for your patience tonight and for watching. And I will catch you guys at a future location, at a future time.